Hi there. So in this session, we're going to be going through the calendar feature of Microsoft Teams. I'll be taking you through how to create a meeting, how to record your meeting, and where that recording subsequently goes once the meeting has finished. So let's have a look.
Now, when you first go into the meeting section, I've taken a screenshot of my personal calendar. Obviously, I've blurred some of the content out because I didn't want to broadcast that, but you'll get the same screen when you click on the calendar option on the left-hand side of all of your meetings. To create a new meeting, you would select the new meeting option. After you've selected the new meeting option, it will bring you into this screen. So you can fill in as you would expect. You can choose who you wish to attend. So as soon as you start typing the name, it will add that to your list. You can decide when your meeting needs to take place. For a couple of weeks. If this is a recurring meeting, then you can choose to select that and it will have it as the same time every week. For instance, you can set if it's an all-day meeting. You can also add it to a channel. So I will be talking a bit more about how Teams and channels work a little bit later on, but I can show you just for this demonstration where that will appear. So I've added that to my test channel, and then you can put in a brief description or your agenda box at the bottom. Then as soon as you hit send, that will appear in your calendar. The other thing as well, it will synchronize with your Outlook calendar. So if you're not within Teams and you're managing your calendar through Outlook, as soon as you get reminded of that meeting, you can open up the entry within Outlook and join the Teams meeting from there. But obviously, if you're using Teams on a regular basis, you will have that prompt you to let you know that the meeting is ready. And if any other participants join the meeting before you do, that will pop up on the screen as well. Once you've created your meeting, you can open it up from the calendar option and you can review what you've already set up. You can change the scheduling assistant. And there are other meeting options as well. So if you click on meeting options, it will take you through to the web version. It would allow you to change who can access the meeting without your permission. So if you're having a meeting with people outside of your organization, they can join the meeting before you actually join it yourself. And that also applies to here, always let callers bypass the lobby. You can change that. And then you can change who can present and share their own screen. I just wanted to show you how the Outlook meeting will look when you open it up. So straight away you can see you can join the meeting from the menu option at the top, and there's also a link further down that you can join the meeting from as well. If the recipient has accepted or declined or has set the meeting to tentative, then that will also appear on your scheduling assistant as well, and this is where you can see who is part of that meeting. When you create the meeting within Teams, you can't actually attach files to that part of the system. So if you did want to send attachments to your meeting participants, you would have to open your meeting within Outlook and then attach the files from there. The other thing to bear in mind is if people that don't have Teams can join the meeting as well, you'll need to have a VoIP phone system set up that's linked in with your Microsoft Teams backend system. Once that has been enabled, you will then get the telephone number for your participants to call in from and to use their phone audio as part of the meeting. There are a couple of ways that you can join an upcoming meeting. If you're within Teams calendar and the meeting is due, it will appear on your preview calendar screen and there'll be an option to join. Alternatively, if you're in the meeting already, you can just hit the join button and that will take you straight through. The other option is to access your meeting via the team channel. So as part of my demonstration earlier on, I included the test channel team as a participant, and as you can see there, that's added it to this channel. We'll talk a bit more about creating teams and channels in later sessions. Before we move on to the final part of this video, I just wanted to show you a feature that Microsoft have introduced today that wasn't available when I'd recorded this video originally. There's now the option to raise your hand. So if you're in a meeting and there's lots of people and you want to get someone's attention, if you raise your hand, that will then pop up against your name on the list of participants. You can then lower that by clicking on the hand icon again when you're finished. So finally, I'm just going to go through a few of the features that appear when you're in the meeting itself. So you'll see in the middle there, there's this toolbar. If you click on the show participants icon, it will give you a list of people that are currently in the meeting with the option of adding additional people. The next one along is the show conversation option. This opens up a chat window very similar to the main chat feature and allows you to add in there any text that you want to add during the meeting. So you might want to send web links. You can also send attachments and any other things that you would expect as part of the chat feature option. The next one along is the sharing screen option. So if you've got a document that you're working on that you want to demonstrate to the meeting participants, you would just select the share screen option. You can turn your microphone off by putting yourself on mute. You can turn your video on. From there, there's a few more options under the More Actions menu. So if you click on the three dots, it'll give you another menu. There's the option to show background effects. This gives you the ability to just change your background. So if I change that, can also just switch that off if you don't want to have that on anymore. Next option under that is that you can turn on live captions. So essentially this works in exactly the same way as subtitles. I can turn that off. You've also got a show meeting notes feature. So anything that's added within there will also appear as a tab within the meeting afterwards. and then you've got the recording option. So what will happen once this recording has stopped, the video will be sent straight up to the Microsoft Stream web page, and that is your own stream page. So any videos that you're included in, or any meetings you're included in, will appear there. I've done another video specifically for Stream, which will take you through everything that you need to know about that. But for now, that's essentially how you work with creating meetings within the calendar. Hopefully you found it useful. Just shown you pretty much how I use it myself, possibly missed stuff, but if you have any questions, then do get in touch. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.